Good morning, everyone. Please welcome to the stage our Chief of Staff and Chief Administrative Officer for Prince George's County.
Good morning, everyone. I am Latara Harris, Chief of Staff to our County Executive, Aisha Braveboy.
And my name is Maxine Bartwell, and I'm honored to serve as the Chief Administrative Officer of this great county.
We are both so honored to welcome you to this 100-day address. Give it up for 100 days in office. Yes. This is a moment where we pause to reflect on the work that has already been accomplished and look forward to the future ahead. It's so wonderful to see all of you gather here today as we mark this first 100 days of the administration. It is a meaningful milestone that gives us all a chance to reflect on how far we, including all of you, have come and look ahead to where we're going. 100 days may seem like just the beginning, but in that short time, we've already seen real action, real commitment, and real progress for the people of Prince George's County. Stepping into office through a special election meant there was no time to ease in our county executive, and that she had to hit the ground running, and she has done so with focus, urgency, and heart. But today is not just about looking back at the first 100 days. It's about laying the foundation for the next 100 and beyond as we continue to move our county forward with purpose and vision. Before we continue, I would like to acknowledge the many elected and civic leaders joining us today. This is a long list. I know I'm going to miss some of you, but I'm going to go through them. Councilmember Shayla, and when I call you, please stand up. Councilmember Shayla Adams Stafford. Mayor Selena Benitez. Councilmember Walla Blagay. Council Chair, who you will see momentarily, Edward Burrows. Mayor Monica Casanas. Delegate Nick Charles. Mayor Jordan Emmett. Councilmember Juanica Fisher. Mayor Sarah Franklin. Councilmember Cindy Harrison. Councilmember Calvin Hawkins. Councilmember Jolene Ivey. Prince George's State's Attorney Tara Jackson. We share the same name. School Board Member Brandon Jackson. Delegate Ashanti Martinez. Councilmember Sharika McCarthy. School Board Member Zakia McCantis. Mayor Cynthia Miller. Mayor Pro Tem Denise Mitchell. Mayor Linda Monroe. School Board Member Felton Moss. School Board Member Amy Olivo. Councilmember Eric Olson. Councilmember Gerald Rayner. Delegate Denise Roberts. Delegate Karen Tolles. Mayor Rocio Tremendo Lopez. Town Administrator Shelley Washington Dorsey. Mayor Micah Washington. Councilmember Ingrid Washington. Delegate Nicole Williams. Delegate Jamila Woods. And if I have missed you, please stand to, oh, I see Delegate Tiffany Alston. I didn't call your name, beautiful. Good morning. My eyes are bad. Oh my gosh. I remember I called Watson, yes. Watson, oh, that's right, okay. And our Vice Chair, absolutely. Crystal Ariada. Anyone else? Ah, hello, Ms. Kim Taylor. I wondered. Senator Muse, please stand. And let's have lovely Pat Lawson Muse stand up while you're at it. Absolutely. Thank you all so much. And because this milestone is about both reflection and vision, I'm proud and honored to share this moment alongside my amazing colleague, Madam CAO Maxine Bardwell.
Thank you, Latara. Good morning, everyone. We are gathered here, not at a wedding, at challenging times. With the ongoing federal government shutdown impacting so many of our lives across the region. Yet in times of strain, our resilience is tested. And that's when we show who we truly are. In Prince George's County, we don't wither into the shadows. We come together, we lift up each other, and we press forward with strength and determination. As we look to the future, it's important to recognize the team that works tirelessly each and every single day to elevate this county. It gives me great pleasure to recognize our Deputy Chief Administrative Officers for their leadership and dedication. Deputy Chief Administrative Officer of Economic Development, Iris Boswell. Deputy Chief Administrative Officer of Government Operations, Chris Osuji. Deputy Chief Administrative Officer of Public Safety, Melvin Powell. Deputy Chief Administrative Officer of Government Infrastructure, Technology, and Environment, Kevin Stephen. Deputy Chief Administrative Officer of Health, Human Services, and Education, Brian Wilbon. He's not here today, but we want to give him applause. In fact, if there are any directors here today, I would like you to also stand and be recognized. Yeah. Thank you all for your partnership and commitment to serving the people of Prince George's County. Chief of Staff Harris, the floor is yours.
Ooh, I got the tough job of seeing our other, I saw Senator Alonzo Washington. Good morning. Former County Executive Rushern Baker. Good morning. Deputy Chief of Staff Shaka Khan Reed. Good morning. Deputy Chief of Staff, our guy, Devin Martin. Good morning. And the entire team. A production like this, the time that we've had together takes an entire team. So if I could ask our entire team in the County Executive's Office to please stand up, I'd really appreciate it. Amazing. Thank you. Thank you. Now, it is my privilege to introduce a leader who has always stood boldly for Prince George's County and who works every day to ensure the voices of our residents are heard. Please join me in welcoming our County Council Chair, the Honorable Edward Burrows.
Now, let me tell you, it is the sweetest thing when your colleagues stand up for you, so thank you, colleagues. You know how to make a chair feel real special. So to my colleagues on the County Council, I want to say thank you for being here. To Prince George's County, thank you for being here. To all of the men and women who make this government run every day, your sacrifice is not in vain. What you have done in these 100 days have been nothing short of a miracle. And so on behalf of the citizens, on behalf of Prince George's County government, to the people who are in the trenches day in and day out, I say thank you. I do want to mention how proud I am of this county executive, Aisha Braveboy. When she ran, she said she would unite Prince George's County. And I can tell you that she has been a woman of her word, and she has done just that. When you see the chaos and dysfunction in Washington, the government shut down when one party controls the House, the Senate, and the presidency, and unfortunately controls the Supreme Court, that level of dysfunction, you can't get much done. And I'm happy to report that under Aisha Braveboy's leadership in Prince George's County, you have a united county executive with a united county council, a united school board, a united county government working every single day for the people of Prince George's County. And I can tell you that is as a direct result of her leadership. It's not easy dealing with a council like ours. and not everyone has been so successful at it. When we have issues in our county government, instead of us fighting on the dais, instead of us fighting in the media, our county exec will call us to her office. And we'll walk through the legislation line by line. And we will argue, and we'll debate. But that argument is centered around what is in the best interest of our residents. And when we leave that room, we leave unified and with a better product. And that doesn't always happen. But under Aisha Braveboy's leadership, it happens often. And on behalf of the County Council, I know she can hear us, I want to say thank you, Madam County Executive, for pulling us in and not tearing us apart. I got some celebrities in the house, okay. You know, the other thing that I'll say is that she's very dedicated. I mean, she is such a hands-on county executive. I will never forget, we were walking one day, as the Deputy Chief of Staff here, Devin Martin, the county executive decided that she was going to visit county agency buildings unannounced. And this is probably her first month in office. She started going through county government buildings, walking around, I don't know what I can say. She said I can say whatever I wanted, but the lights were off. I'm sure it was in none of your departments who are presently here. So she's walking every floor herself. The county executive is walking every floor. We got to a very critical agency. The door was locked. And so Devin says, well, I'm going to call the number, see what happens, right? Now, let's see what our constituents are going through, in a way. And she called the number. The county executive is in a county building of a county agency and is calling the number. It goes straight to voicemail. She calls back. It just rings and rings and rings. And they took care of that in the same day. Don't worry. It didn't happen again. But that just shows you her style. I mean, she is hands-on. Anyone across this government can see her on any given day, in any given department, because she cares. And so it really has been a change of culture and a positive one. And so I just wanted to give that story. I think she selected some of the best leaders to run some of these agencies. I mean, she hit the ground running with public safety. I believe we have the best police chief that we could have ever hoped for. I believe we have the best fire chief that we could have hoped for. I mean, she heard directly from the men and women in the force, on both your forces, and she picked the most responsible, responsive, dedicated. These are leaders with significant credibility. And so I'm just excited and thankful for several of her cabinet picks, including our school system. I believe our superintendent is here with our school board chair. Well, let me tell you how important it is to not only have a county government elected structure that is in line. It's even more important to have departments that can work together. And when I tell you about how excited I am about the announcement that will happen between the community college and the school system, that could only occur because of the leadership of Aisha Braveboy putting in people who can work together to accomplish big things. We can do so much more and go so much further when we can collaborate and work together. And our county executive has set a culture where we can all work together. So I'm not gonna do that announcement now here today, but I'm excited about it. I was also, thank you, Devin. Thank you, Latar. I was also just so happy. You know, I would go around the county for years, and I would have these businesses, mostly minority businesses, tell me we can never do work here in Prince George's County. We can get work in DC, work in the federal government, work in Virginia. We can never do work in Prince George's County. It seems like there's a system set up so that certain people will continue to benefit and gain while others didn't stand a chance. And the shift that I've heard from the business community, the shift that I've heard from the minority business community, is our director of procurement here? There she is. Please stand up. I have had I represent Fort Washington, Temple Hills, Ox Hill, National Harbor, you know, the best district. We have a lot of business owners, And the shift that I have heard since Aisha Braveboy has come into office, the shift that I've heard about your doors are open every Friday so that any business in the county who seeks to do business with the county understands what they have to do. I mean, it's so important that we circulate our dollars back into our own county and uplift our own residents, right? Just as Marion Barry did for our entire region. And the work that Aisha Braveboy is doing to open up those doors of opportunity for Prince George's County businesses to grow and thrive is something that I've been excited to see in these 100 days. And the last thing that I'll say is she came in during a special election. It was very quick. And she inherited a structural deficit. You know, in this last budget, we were down $170 million. Next year, it's anticipated that number will hit almost $300 million in a structural deficit. Because of several of the issues at the state and the blueprint, a lot of those costs are coming down to the county. We also have a situation where we have several of our federal government workers who are losing their jobs left and right. And we have a government shutdown. We have so many things that are going on right now. And our county executive comes to work every day with a smile, with grit and grace. And I know that it's not easy, but she's determined. And she's determined to serve the people of Prince George's County like they've never been served before. And so I'm honored. And the one thing that I will end on is I see my brother Will is in the front row. And I just want to say, 2 people down from you is Bishop Anthony Muse, who is licensed. He's licensed. So I don't know how you're feeling today, Will, but he is licensed. I want to thank our Vice Chair of the County Council, Crystal Rayada. Our newest council member who's hit the ground running, Shayla Adams Stafford. Ingrid Watson, Juanika Fisher, Walla Blagay, Eric Olson, Calvin Hawkins, Jolene Ivy, and I know Councilmember Harrison was at a funeral yesterday, so he might not be back. But I just want to say on behalf of all of us, I want this county executive to know that we have your back. Your labor has not gone unnoticed. We love you, we support you, and together, Prince George's County days are stronger than ever under your leadership. Our county executive, Aisha Braveboy. Let's get it done.
Thank you. Thank you. Well, first, let me just say welcome. I want to thank you for being here with me today for the first 100 days of my administration. Over the past 100 days, I've had the humbling experience of taking the oath of office to serve as Prince George's County's 10th county executive. From that moment forward, I've had a deep sense of responsibility and gratitude. Responsibility for the trust you've placed in me, and gratitude for the opportunity to serve this community who has helped to shape who I am today. As a proud graduate of Largo High School, which, oh, by the way, is just next door, I could never have imagined standing here as your county executive. My journey is proof that no dream is impossible when you remain grounded in hard work, focused on purpose, and lifted by the strength of your community and your faith. To Dr. Felicia Williams, who is the president here at the community college, thank you so much, President Williams, for the work that you have done to uplift this fine institution, as well as the students here. And I know that we have several students with us today. The students, if you all can stand up. The students at Prince George's Community College. Thank you. I hope that my presence serves as a reminder and an example that anything is possible, that your story, too, can take you from the classrooms here at this community college to leadership, service, and beyond. For more than 100 days, I made a promise. I made a promise that my administration would build a unified, transparent government focused on the quality of life of our residents, safety, sustainability, and prosperity. Today, I'm here to show you what we've done to keep that promise and my goal of elevating Prince George's County. Now, there's a lot that my administration has done, but there was one thing that I could not do, or my administration could not do, but someone in this audience did, which was elevate my left hand. And so, so I want to thank, I want to thank my fiance who's with us today for doing his part to elevate Prince George's County. We've collaborated with our local municipal leaders, the county council, and our partners in the state legislature, with members of our federal delegation, and with the stakeholders in our Prince George's County school system, all in a quest to promote a unified government. We hit the ground running to clean up our beautiful county. My very first press conference as county executive was the launch of the Litter and Beautification Blitz, led by our Department of Public Works and Transportation. It was a massive first step to do what we needed to do to expose the beauty of our beloved county. We made a commitment to public safety with a goal of strengthening relations between county and municipal police for better crime fighting and to improve community relations. And we've taken an important step by appointing leadership in public safety roles whose experience and skills were cultivated here in Prince George's County. We've taken major steps to cut red tape, proving that to the world that the Prince George's County is open for business. Our economic development teams, with the support and vision of the chair of the Maryland National Capital Park and Planning Commission, Darryl Barnes. Let's give Darryl Barnes a round of applause. Have been reforming zoning and permitting processes within our county to make our county an even better place to grow and invest. However, being open for business also means ensuring that the government itself operates with integrity and efficiency and accountability. That's why last week I signed an executive order centralizing all formal procurement activities under the Director of Procurement, Alice Williams. By streamlining procurement, we are eliminating duplication, ensuring compliance with the law, and protecting taxpayer dollars with greater transparency and oversight. I wanted to hold one person accountable for ensuring that we are doing business with the people of Prince George's County. I did not want my director to say, well, this agency was doing this and that agency was doing that. There is no excuse for not doing business with the people of Prince George's County, and I'm holding her accountable. We are also ensuring that we are being fiscally responsible. We are renegotiating contracts that have saved millions for the taxpayers of Prince George's County. And we are proving that Prince George's County is a true partner to business. And partnerships are key. When I took office, there was a major breakdown in a very important partnership, and that was one of our teachers and the administration of our school system. There was almost a year-long standoff between our teachers, those who are on the front lines with our students every day, and our school system responsible for setting policy. And so I had the opportunity to appoint an interim superintendent, and I could not think of a better person, and I happened to be right, the right person, Dr. Sean Joseph. And I'll talk to you a little bit about what he's done and what we're doing together in just a little bit. But let me tell you, we are just getting started. We are listening to our residents. We are finding new ways to make changes we want to see, and we are elevating Prince George's County. When I look out on our community, I see excellence, I see beauty, I see growth, and I see opportunity. I see the stories that pull us together, the hardships to overcome, the opportunities to take advantage of, and the success to be celebrated. Many of you know my life story. My dad came to this country, my dad is with us today, from Grenada in pursuit of the American dream. And he met this feisty woman, my mama, who's also here with us today. And you know, his story is one of so many Prince Georgians coming from other countries and other spaces and places in pursuit of this American dream. And let me say this clearly. Despite the noise and confusion that we hear on Capitol Hill and the rhetoric coming out of 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue, the truth is immigrants can and will be able to achieve the American dream right here in Prince George's County. My parents met on the campus of Howard University. HU. Together, my mom and dad worked hard to ensure that I had choices to shape my life, to shape my career, and to chart my own course to success. They wanted what every parent wants for their child. So often, no matter our walk in life, our goals are the same, but sometimes the obstacles we face are different. That's why over the first 100 days of my administration, we focused on listening. Because no matter your place of birth, your race, creed, gender, or sexual orientation, if you live in Prince George's County, you deserve to be included in the conversation. From the beginning, we looked to our county council as partners. Because real progress in Prince George's County requires collaboration and respect. We've also met with our federal delegation on Capitol Hill. We have spent time within pretty much every senatorial district listening to local elected officials, business owners, community members. We wanted to hear about their concerns where they live. We wanted to see the issues they were facing. We wanted to feel their pain, and we also wanted to experience the opportunities within every part of Prince George's County. So what we wanted to show was that we don't have to have political division here in Prince George's County, that we understood that we had to come together to focus on delivering the best services that we can to the residents of Prince George's County, and that requires us working together. The number one promise I made on the campaign trail was to clean up the county. Yes, please. Over the past 100 days, we've been hard at work cleaning up our streets and our shopping centers. That's what Project Elevate, Beautification and Renewal, is all about. Addressing neglected spaces, enhancing curb appeal, and making our public spaces and neighborhoods a point of pride. From clean, green spaces to significant investments in revitalizing county properties, all of this work restores Prince George's County to the county that really first attracted all of us here. And, you know, when I was on the campaign trail, I said, you know what, I won't have all the best ideas, and I should not have all the best ideas, because we have to collaborate, I have to listen, I have to be willing to partner. The other thing I said was that the term elevate recognizes that there were great things happening in Prince George's County before I got here. My goal is to make it even better. And that's why it's important to look at things that work and bring them back. And I'm proud to announce today that through a partnership that I have developed with our former county executive, Aisha N, we are bringing back Transforming Neighborhoods Initiative. Is Aisha N here? Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Mr. Baker. We've also heard concerns about 311. And quite frankly, I wanted to get to the bottom of this. I want to understand what people were experiencing with 311. And what we found out was 311 actually did work. Let me tell you, you could call and you can register your complaint. The problem was you couldn't necessarily get the services that you called for. But the number did work. But what we understood that we had to make investments in those agencies and in those services that our residents were calling about. When we got into office, there were over 27,000 service requests, requests that were unresolved in the 311 system. About a little over 13,000 of those were nuisance abatement matters. And so what we decided to do was focus on nuisance abatement, things like tires in abandoned lots, trash, unkept sidewalks and medians and all of those things that ruin, quite frankly, the quality of life for those who have to see it every day. And so there were 13,345 of those complaints. 6,446 were complaints that were assigned to DPI, and 2,786 were assigned to the Department of Public Works and Transportation. The remainder were other agencies across county government. That's why on August 7th of 2025, we launched the Strike Force 311 Task Force to tackle this backlog. And let me be clear, this was an awesome responsibility to take on. And we promised residents that we would address at least 50% of those nuisance complaints within 60 days. Today, I can proudly say that not only did we make good on our promise, we exceeded expectations. By day 45, we had completed 8,458 service requests. Working hand in hand with county agencies like DPI, the Department of Public Works, the Revenue Authority, the Prince George's County Police Department, and the Office of Emergency Management, and by partnering with local county-based contractors to get the job done. I am proud to have one of the lead general contractors, McClam Development Company, with us today. McClam, if you can stand. Thank you so much. And as I always say, it's good business to do business with the people of Prince George's County. But you know what? Cleaning up litter is far more than making things look nice. It's about restoring the natural beauty and pride in our communities. And you know, people feel like they are winning. People feel like we're listening. And I want you to listen to one of our residents tell her story.
I'm Gloria Lawler. I have been a resident here in Hillcrest Heights for the past 53 years. And I am so delighted to be out here on 23rd Parkway. Now why? Because it's a gateway, an important gateway from Washington, D.C. Southeast into our county and into Marlow Heights and Hillcrest Heights. This has been my territory for 53 years. Now what am I looking at today? I'm looking at all of this beautification that our new county executive, Aisha Braveboy, has promised and she has done. I have never seen this avenue into Prince George's any more beautiful in the 50+ years that I've been here. And I want to thank her and Councilwoman Arietta for staying on task.
You know, as state's attorney, I saw firsthand what it takes to reduce crime to historic lows following the COVID-19 pandemic. Now, in my current role, we are reimagining public safety across the county to actually continue to bring down crime. But that really started with ensuring that we had homegrown leadership. Police Chief George Nader, if you can stand, our chief. We also have another George. They call themselves the Georges of Prince George's. George Nichols, Assistant Chief. But Chief Nader brings 32 years of law enforcement experience to this office. He also brings 20 years of experience with the Prince George's County Police Department. Now, those years are going to grow because he's going to be here with us for a very long time. He grew up in Prince George's County. He did not have the good fortune of going to Largo High School, but he went to some other high school, but we'll talk about that later. But he knows our community. He is one of us. And I am proud that under his leadership, we are seeing crime continue to go down. We are experiencing today a 34% reduction in homicides and an over 56% reduction in carjackings. We're going to have another public safety press conference next week, so we'll go into more details, but just a little teaser, we're moving in the right direction. We have an amazing new fire chief, Thelmetria Michaelides, Chief Mimi. She began her career as a dispatcher. She began her career as a dispatcher in 1987. She was about 5 years old then. Serving as an EMT, a paramedic, and the first female bomb technician in the department. What she is doing right now to bridge the divide between our career and volunteer firefighters is historic. What we want is one strong, unified department. She understands the assignment, and she's getting it done. Our Director of Homeland Security, Dr. Katina Gomez, is not only a former deputy chief in our police department, but she's also a national expert in crisis management. She is helping to build resiliency and ensuring Prince George's County is fully prepared for whatever comes our way, whether it's a cyber attack, a natural disaster, or an emergency that threatens our people and our community. Her leadership ensures that the community is protected from threats and is ready to respond with strength and confidence. Now, not everyone rose up through the ranks here in Prince George's County, but some people who have come here have done a tremendous job. I just had to keep them. And that is our Department of Corrections Director, Terrence Clark. He came from Philly, but you know, but he is amazing. And when I was state's attorney, probably the graduations of public safety that I went to the most was corrections, because they kept having them. I thought it was like every month there was a new class graduating, but he has really grown the ranks at the Department of Corrections, and that's really amazing because the job they have is tough. They're literally living with people who some will never see the light of day again, right? And so it is a tough job, but he does it with grace. He respects those who work for him, and he has done a tremendous job recruiting in that very difficult field. But let me say, all of these individuals work under the leadership of Melvin Powell, our public safety director. Also homegrown, he retired as a deputy chief in the Prince George's County Police Department. He's been a business owner. He's someone who really understands the complexities of public safety and the relationship between public safety, the private sector, and of course, our residents. So we are very fortunate to have him. He works with all of these individuals, along with people who are part of his team that I didn't appoint, but I'm so happy were elected, like our sheriff, John Carr. And let me tell you, we'll have some announcements coming up very soon about some partnerships, renewing partnerships with our Sheriff's Department that's absolutely critical to success. And I'm not sure if she's here today, but we also have a strong partnership with our State's Attorney in her office, that's State's Attorney Tara Jackson. Let's give her a round of applause. So look, our public safety team understands that they have a job to do to ensure that we get the proper investment in Prince George's County. We have to be not only open for business, we have to be ready for business, and we have to be about business. And so we want to ensure that those businesses who are here, or businesses or investors who want to come, understand that they have a county executive, a council, and a public safety community ready to receive them and ensure that they are successful. You know, I want investment here in Prince George's County, and let me be clear. Prince George's County is open for business. We're open for business. But not only are we open for business, Prince George's County is about business. Over the past 100 days, we have taken on broken systems and we are fixing it. For far too long, businesses have faced bottlenecks in both permitting and procurement. First, we introduced the Small Business Fast Track Program to move commercial projects under 5,000 square feet through the permitting cycle quickly. 10 days. Already 280 projects have applied for this Fast Track Program. Now let me tell you, we're ready. Sometimes the applicants aren't, but we work with them. We work with them. But those who are ready get their permits. We have had 58 receive permits within 10 business days. But the good news is for the others that are moving through the process, they have someone to talk to. So if they're missing a document, or if they need something, they know it. It's not a mystery, and I think that's important. But we are staying true to what we said, and I'm holding my teams accountable and responsible. We have a new permit rapid response team as well. This is for large-scale projects that could take 16 months or more, quite frankly, to get shovel ready. We have a process. Again, if you're doing your part, we have a process that can move your project from conception to being shovel-ready in 6 months. In 6 months. Or less. Or less. Or less. And we are bringing all of the partners and stakeholders together, all of those agencies that we used to say, well, go see this person, go see that person. Now we're bringing them all together so that we're not telling you where to go. You come to one place, and we are all here to assist you. But we need you to be ready. I'm just trying to tell you all that. We're going to be ready. You be ready, too. And let me give you a couple of examples. Whole Foods Market in Riverdale Station utilized the Business Development Section's Fast Track program during a change of ownership, which used to take 20 to 30 business days. That was completed within 10 days. In addition to that, Pete's Coffee in Camp Springs, they needed to be fast-tracked. Their owner, Miss Anita Bean, came through our fast-track section, and she was able to get her permit within 10 days. So whether you're a large business, a small business, a national brand, a local brand, you are important and valuable to us. We are committed to you. Together, these stories prove that when we cut the red tape, streamline government, and partner with small business, Prince George's County can truly be a business-friendly county. And, you know, here's why this matters. This kind of commercial growth doesn't just expand jobs. It expands our tax base. And as our council chair mentioned earlier, I walked into a structural deficit. But what I do know is that we have all that we need right here. What we need to do is make it attractive and better to do business here, and that's what we're doing. We want those doors open. We want you to make money, and we want you to generate revenue so that you can create more opportunities for the county government to grow as well. So we're very excited. We're doing our part. But we know that in order for businesses to truly invest here, we have to have a first-class education. Prince George's County schools are the foundation upon which our young people's futures are built. This year, is our teachers union represented here? No, but our teachers union completed negotiations and signed a new contract with Superintendent Sean Joseph. And I can tell you that within days of my appointment of Dr. Joseph as our interim superintendent, within days, he solved a nearly year-long standoff. And now, as a result, our teachers entered this school year not only among the highest paid in the region, but also supported, yes, let's give that, but also supported by a superintendent and administration who has the experience of being in the school system, understanding their concerns, and listening to them and developing collaborative solutions. Dr. Joseph, can you stand? I want to thank you so much for your work. And, you know, we started the school year together, and I want everyone to kind of see what we saw on our first day of school this year, which, oh, by the way, was uneventful, which is what we like. Hello, I'm Prince George's County Executive Aisha Braveboy, and I'm super excited to be with all of the families and students on the first day of school at Prince George's County Public Schools. I started this morning at District Heights Elementary. Then I moved on to Andrew Jackson Middle School, then Crossland High School, and I'm ending the day at the best high school in the county, Largo High School, where I graduated in 1992. This is going to be an amazing school year. Dr. Joseph, our new superintendent, is off to an amazing start, and I'm super excited to be partnering with our school system, with our county council, with our school board, and everyone in Prince George's County to make sure that our kids have the best start ever. Hi, how are you? Happy first day of school.
We want to wish you
a happy first day of school. You know, as part of the exciting work of preparing our students for the future, I announced earlier this year that we are partnering with NFL legend Colin Kaepernick to launch Lumi Story AI in our public schools. Lumi Story AI helps boost student engagement through interactive storytelling, promoting literacy by connecting reading and writing to students' own voices. And I want to thank my good partner here, our chair, as well as Chair Brandon Jackson for being great partners in all of this. Of course, Dr. Joseph is the main partner, but we appreciate everyone who's been a part of making this happen. This new pilot program with Mr. Kaepernick will reach more than 9,600 students at 14 schools this year to help them develop skills, AI skills. We will be the leader in AI, and over the next 5 years, we plan to expand that to all 131 students here in Prince George's County Public School System. And guess what? I'm so grateful, again, for this partnership, and I'm also excited that we have our partner here with us today. So please welcome Colin Kaepernick to the stage. I can't tell you how amazing this partnership is going to be. And not only are we partnering with Lumi AI, what we talked about is how incredible Prince George's County is in turning out athletes, world-class athletes from right here in our very own Prince George's County. And so what we wanted was to ensure that athletes don't just grow up here, but that they can train here, they can stay here, they can thrive here. And that's why we are also working on a partnership with Colin Kaepernick and with other world-class professional athletes to expand sports here in Prince George's County. We want to thank folks like Wanda Durant for the work that she has done. We have a new partner with us today in Washington Spirit, who we are in talks with today, an amazing women's professional soccer team, which we believe Prince George's County will be the home of. And we have other leaders in the audience who understand the importance of the sports economy. Has anyone been to Liberty Sports Park? I mean, District 4. In District 4, when I tell you it's a world-class sports park, but that's just the beginning of what we can do here in Prince George's County. We want to be the leaders in sports innovation, sports medicine, research, training. We also want to host those, not just youth meets, but also professional meets here in Prince George's County. We can do this, and we will do this. It's an economy that we really haven't tapped into, but we will. And again, with the support of our newest partner and our newest honorary resident, we will get this done. You know, we have so many opportunities to grow and expand Prince George's County. In fact, my very first meeting as county executive was with the leadership of Six Flags, a company that has been part of this county for many years. The decision to close the park felt sudden at the time, but it wasn't the first time that this valuable land has been reborn. And now it's up to us to write the next chapter. As many of you are aware, Six Flags currently occupies only about 20% of the 500 acres of prime real estate that it sits on. 500 acres. Mind you, National Harbor is 300 acres, so we're talking about something that is greater than the size of National Harbor. It's one of the most valuable sites in Prince George's County. For years, the park has been a place for families, a source of summer jobs for youth, and a meaningful contributor to seasonal revenue for our county. But let's be clear, it can be so much more. That site, paired with the redevelopment of the Commanders Stadium and the Morgan Boulevard Metro, let me tell you, Prince George's County's best days are absolutely ahead, okay? We will be attracting a strong commercial tax base, visitors from across the country and really the world. We will be creating jobs, expanding housing options, bringing new retail and restaurant experiences here to Prince George's County, and entertainment. We deserve to have fun where we live, right? Okay? And so, as I think about all of these opportunities, I don't call them losses. I call them opportunities to reimagine and reinvest. This is our time, Prince George's County. It's up to us to make the most of it. You know, the Blue Line Corridor, for me, and do we have folks representing the Blue Line Corridor here in that area of our county? Well, let me tell you this. Under my leadership, we are reimagining how to use that state investment. And what I will tell you is that we will start by investing in the communities that have been here the longest. the communities that have carried the weight and that have been hit the hardest. And we're going to put our money where our mouth is. Yes. This is not just talk, it's action. It's about channeling resources into neighborhoods and projects that have been overlooked, like the redevelopment of the Capitol Heights Metro Station, like the commercial areas along the Addison Road corridor and Morgan Boulevard. That's where we're going to start our investment. And when it comes to a place like Greenbelt, let me say it plainly. I do believe that at some point, whether it's near or in a few years, the FBI headquarters will be in Prince George's County. So we're going to stay ready. We're going to stay ready. And the truth is, the Greenbelt Metro Station is an attractive place, whether the FBI is there or not. But we want it fair and square, and we're fighting for it, and we're going to get it. But we're going to continue to work to develop around that area because it's such a hub for commercial activity. And so we're going to not ignore it until the federal government figures it out. We're going to continue to work on making that area what we know it can be. So I'm excited about the opportunities to lead at a time when we can really reimagine Prince George's County in a whole new way. And as county executive, I know that elevating Prince George's County is not just about beautifying the county. It's not just about new, big, exciting projects. It's also about being a good steward of taxpayer resources. That means streamlining government and making sure that government is working, tightening accountability, and ensuring that both county government and our public schools are using every dollar wisely. In just 100 days, we have shown the fiscal responsibility and smart management that can save real money. And let me give you a couple of examples. First of all, I want to thank the County Council for pausing on the approval of the Motorola contract. That allowed my administration to go back and not only look at ways to provide cost savings, which we have delivered to you an agreement that saves the county about $1.6 million, but we also got a commitment for long-term workforce development in collaboration with Bowie State University and the Prince George's County Public School System. So Motorola, who's one of our strongest public safety and communication partners, will now be helping to train the next generation of telecom leaders, not only for them to go work for Motorola, but they're also training businesses in their products so that they can then be a part of the bids when it comes to Motorola in the future, the services that they're providing here in Prince George's County. We spend a lot of money with companies like Motorola, and they do provide, in some ways, a unique service. But that doesn't mean that the businesses here can't participate in a meaningful way in those contracts. And we're laying the foundation today for a tomorrow that is more inclusive. Also, through careful negotiation, led by Dr. Sam Moki and his team, we were able to secure a 20% cost reduction with Corvus, which is another one of our huge contractors that has a multi-million-dollar, tens of millions that we spend with Corvus. We were able to save the county $31 million through the renegotiation of that contract. And there's more cost savings that we'll talk about in the near future to come with some of the consolidation that we're doing with our buildings. So we are making smart investments and smart decisions. And that's one of the reasons why I decided that as my CAO, I was going to have a CPA, okay? Because they know where the dollars are. They know where the waste, fraud, and abuse might lie, and they can help us ensure that we're doing the things that we need to do to be fiscally disciplined. So look, we are excited about the direction of Prince George's County. I'm a promise keeper. That is what, that's who I am at my core. I'm someone who just keeps promises. If I say I'm going to do something, I do it. And I believe that we are all responsible. It's not just my responsibility, it's all of us working together. I believe that we have a responsibility to work together, to do our best with the time that we have been given and in the positions that we have been placed for such a time as this. You know, just this week, when the federal government shut down, we acted quickly to marshal resources with the workers and families who were affected. And I have to tell you, I'm so grateful for our county council. Thank you so much for standing with me. I'm grateful to our nonprofit and faith-based communities who sprung into action. I'm grateful for our utility companies who agreed not to shut the power and the water off and make sure that our federal workers are protected during this time. I'm grateful for partners like West Banco who said, you know what, if we need to provide short-term loans for residents who are impacted, we will do that. And guess what? They don't have to pay any fees. They don't have to make a down payment on the loan. We just want to be able to be there for them, and that means something. It really does mean something. It means that people are seeing us lead with purpose, and they want to join us. People from the business community, the faith community, the nonprofit community, and I hope that all of you also want to join us. There's so much that we can do together. So you know what? In my first 100 days, we've built a unified government. We've beautified our county. We've made our county safer. We're open for business. We've strengthened our schools. We've planned for transformational economic development projects, and we've elevated the voice of residents. That's in 100 days. 100 days. And guess what? That is only just the beginning. Hi, I'm County Executive Aisha Braveboy. Welcome to Prince George's County, and join us as we elevate together. I think that there's a fight for the soul of this country happening. And like I said, I have every confidence in the leadership in Washington that represents Prince George's County and the state of Maryland, that they are on the right side. I do believe that. And so my job today isn't necessarily to point fingers. It's really to open my arms along with my colleagues here at the council to say, we hear you, we care about you, we love you, we want you to be okay. Don't toss it, elevate it.
So this was my very first cabinet meeting. It has been really tremendous because everyone is focused on elevating Prince George's County from their respective agencies. And this is a great team. We have a lot of professionals with a lot of both public and private sector experience. So Prince George's County, you're in great hands.
It's a great opportunity to be a part of Project Elevate here in Prince George's County. Things going great. The police department is working on some significant things as it comes to our recruiting efforts, increasing and expanding on our technology, and ensuring that our citizens and communities get all the support that they need from their police department.
I'm Anthony Jones. I'm the acting county attorney, and we've been working with Project Elevate to really enhance the level of customer service that the Office of Law is providing to county departments and agencies. We believe that proactive and wise legal advice can limit exposure to the county and liability for the county. So we're doing all we can working with county departments and agencies to make sure that everyone is operating within the bounds of the law.
So we want to be your partner. We want to, of course, promote safety, because in any community you want to be safe. But we also want to strategically look at areas where we can increase the economic viability of District 26. So I'm here to listen, and I'm excited to be here. We have to grow the county, and that's why we're looking at ways of streamlining our development process, which we've worked with DPI, as well as Park and Planning and other agencies that play a role in development to streamline that process, to make it easier for businesses to open their doors, to make it easier for growth to occur. And when growth occurs, we as a government are the recipients of the resources generated by that growth.
This is a county where we elevate. The reason why we chose the term elevate is because we have to recognize that we were not first, that there was a strong foundation here in Prince George's County, a foundation built by many of you in this room. And my job now is to help you realize your goals and your dreams, and that of your children and your children's children. Here in Prince George's County, everyone can and will win.